Hi, I'm Craig. That's my brother Brad. Over there. This is Weekdays with Craig and Brad.
Life is hard, but you can't give up. Let's have a conversation. Weekdays, we're gonna make it today. Weekdays with Craig and
Brad. Episode 69.
We made it.
We did it. We did it, Brad. We did it.
This is going to be the greatest show we've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually very much agree with that. I think we got a really good show. This is good. Richmond coming in on YouTube saying, my timing is perfect. That's right. And your timing, if you're watching over on youtube.com/CraigSkits, you found this on YouTube. Your timing can be perfect because we stream this every Monday through Friday around 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We'd love for you to join us when we stream, and you can come be a part of the conversation, because that was what this show was all about. Conversation based off observations. And that is what we're going to be doing tonight. It's going to be a good one. Man, oh man. Okay, so here we go. Such a great spectacular tonight. Episode 69. This is one we've been building to. It's almost about to climax, Brad. See, it's a sexual innuendo.
Oh, are you Cardi B-ing on me?
I am. No, I don't ever want to Cardi B on you, to be honest with you.
Oh,
no.
I just Cardi B'd on myself. No! Oh, gosh. What are we doing on this show?
Oh, no. Oh, no. But yes, we've got a bunch of great legends popping in tonight. I'm very excited to have all you guys in. The live stream's been going pretty well. I'm very excited to be doing that with you guys on a night-to-night basis. And if you notice, we've actually... I'm actually taking the episodes. I did it today, and I've actually, with us now, posting these things in the evening. The following day, I'll post one or two clips from the episode throughout the day, so if you can get your fix. And those who don't watch us normally, guess what they do? They'll yell at us and tell us how stupid we are. It's great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Today's going to be a great cavalcade of emotion, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very excited. Chase, thanks so much for coming in and resubbing tier 1 for 7 months over at twitch.tv/CraigSkits. Thank you very much, Chase. Always a pleasure. Man, we're ready to go tonight. This is going to be good, man. So look, right off the bat, I think there's no better way to start than talking about some of the best comments of the day. No, I say the best of all. It's time for the YouTube comment of the day. Yesterday, we had a big conversation about Dr. Seuss and Cardi B.
How could we?
Look at Griff coming in with this one. Griff Redux coming in says, I could watch, would watch on a boat. I will watch with a goat. I will watch in the rain and on a train. I will watch Craig and Brad in the dark, in a tree, in the car. You let me be. I like them in a box. I will watch them with a fox. I will watch them in my house. I do like to watch them with a mouse. I will watch Craig and Brad here or even there. I love supporting these guys everywhere. Yeah. Give it up for Griff right there.
There's one thing he was missing.
Oh, what's that?
I will watch them while I poop. I will watch them while I hula hoop, or anything that rhymes with poop, but mainly.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, since this is the 69th episode, Griff, congratulations. You scored yourself 69 points for that outstanding Dr. Seuss fun time right there. That was wonderful. Give it up.
Dr. Seuss fun time.
Way to go. Way to go, Griff. Love that. Congratulations. That legitimately may be my favorite. My favorite of the YouTube comment of the day. It's just I have a hard time sequencing into that sometimes.
It's good. You did fine. It's good.
It's exciting times. This is very, very good. See, like as Mike Fury says, I would watch them with a mouse in my house was what I thought he was gonna say. No. Griff nailed it. Speaking of nailing things on the 69th episode. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just layering them in, Brad.
Oh my gosh. You've been waiting for this. You've been collecting jokes. Do you have puns and innuendos sitting down in a notebook in front of you?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
No, every time you say 69, all I think of is Billy Madison And he goes 69. That's all I think every single time.
Hey, look at it. Griff in the chat. Hey, I won. Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Congratulations, Griff.
Congratulations.
Way to go. Okay, so here we go. I am very, very excited for this because we've been counting down the days for this shirt. You recall the big news from the Mr. Potato Head family. Now I'm sorry, Potato Head brand.
Get with it. Come on. Get with the culture time.
Need to adjust to the modern family, apparently.
The Potato Head brand.
My fault.
Featuring Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Potato Hand.
Just a weird, gross pan potato.
It might be a potato that identifies as a hand. I don't know these things anymore.
Who knows? But we saw that last week, and we thought would be really great. I think we may have a new mascot for the show. I think we may have a new mascot for the show because tonight we are debuting in a limited run of just 20 shirts. We sold out last week, and I'm pretty sure we're going to sell out this time. We had a 50 episode spectacular. We are now at 69. It is time to unveil the Mr. Zucchini Dude t-shirt, available right now at streamlabs.com/CraigSkits1/merch. Check this bad boy out. Mr. Zucchini Dude in all his glory. The manliest manly vegetable man toy around right there. Look at him. Oh, man. Brad, you designed it. Tell me about it.
Can you make it any bigger? You got a way to share that? I'd like people to see the details on there. Basically, it's
you just hold on.
Okay. Mr. Zucchini Dude was kind of popped out of Craig's imagination, and he asked me to put a shirt together for the show. And on my limited time and budget, this is what you get. I think it turned out okay. It's basically a very, very masculine zucchini man with a six-pack and a scar and a bandana with super strong arms and hairy armpits, holding a knife and nunchucks. And he's kind of like an imaginary action figure, an imaginary alternative to the Potato Heads.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at it.
Yeah. Now with potato stabbing action. And look, he's got the mustache and stuff. Maybe in this scenario, he's got fire behind him, and there's blood on the floor. It's a very manly situation for him to be in. He's kind of annihilated Potato Head in this situation, and maybe stole his ears.
Saul says, I don't get the reference. I'd rather see another run of logo shirts. Well, the problem is, Saul, is that we only did one run of those logo shirts. This reference is this is for the OGs 5 episodes ago.
Just go back. If you're following the news, this shirt's just based off of the Potato Head phenomenon. The change up, and we thought it would just be fun to create an imaginative alternative to Potato Heads. If you want a Mr. Man toy vegetable, let's, maybe if we sell enough of these shirts, all 20 of them, then maybe we'll have enough money to buy some clay and make a prototype toy.
Right, there you go. So once again, we have multiple colors. The black, we have the prism mint, the dark forest, the heather orange, and the yellow. I think they all look really good.
Those look nice.
They do look nice. So feel free to pick them up. You can pick them up over at streamlabs.com/CraigSkits1. You can see the link up here, /merch right there. So there you go. Get on that and pick it up. So there you go. They're available right now for your pleasure. So get on that if you guys are excited.
It's a collector's item, okay? And if you got the last shirt, you want to get the next shirt because you want to have the whole collection. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity. These are going to be worth thousands if you just hold on to your shirt. You eBay it in about 1 year from now.
This is probably a better investment than Bitcoin. I'm just going to be very honest with you. There's a distinct possibility there. Yeah, absolutely.
They say to the moon. You buy this shirt, you're going to the moon.
Hey, you want them game stonks? Here they are. This is it right here. Your game stonks. This is straight to the moon and further. It's crazy. So there you go. Once again, we'll put a link down below in the description if you're watching over on YouTube. Once again, there's only 20 of them. So pick them up now, and when they're gone, they're gone. We will not do another run of these unless we sell them all really quick.
Yeah. Unless we think we can make more money.
Hey, look at this. Tom just picked up the first one.
Woo!
Tom, great job, man. He says, I need this bad boy. Tom, we were down to 19, and there we go, baby. Love that. CDS says call it weekdays wardrobe for that spicy alteration. There you go.
Yeah. What
Nice.
I want you to do is if you order this shirt and you're out wearing it somewhere and somebody goes, what's up with your shirt? I want you to create your own lore for this shirt. You make up whatever scenario. You tell them, oh, you never heard of Mr. Zucchini, dude? And then just like put them in their place. Like, oh gosh, you're missing out. Like,
That's right.
It's one of the greatest cartoons I watched. You didn't see that? Like, just throw it back to the 80s or something, like they missed out on it. Make them go home and Google something that doesn't really exist.
Check it out. Cetacean says, I'm late here. Show me the shirt. All right, Cetaceans, just for you. Here we go. Bam,
Yep.
right there. The Mr. Zucchini Dude t-shirt.
There it
right
is.
here now with potato stabbing action. The manliest manly vegetable man toy around. Right there, staring at your face.
That's
Congratulations with 5 wonderful colors to choose from. Oh, baby. There you go, Cetaceans. Go get on it. So right there.
You got fire in that shirt. You got swords. You got blood. You got potatoes, stabbed potatoes. You got a 6-pack. You got a barbed wire tattoo. You've got a scar. You've got everything you could ever hope for in an action movie put into a manly vegetable toy.
Yeah, absolutely. What else would you want? And zucchinis are kind of perfect for the 69th episode.
Oh, I didn't mention he's also got a little bit of an outline of some junk on his jeans.
Well, he is the manliest manly toy ever.
I mean,
Man.
obviously, I can't believe I even glossed over. I didn't even mention it. I glossed over all the other features.
Look at Tattoo Game says I can already feel my testosterone going through the roof seeing that shirt. That's right.
Yeah.
You don't need to go to a low T clinic. Just wear the shirt. Feel good about yourself. Just your boner goes straight to the roof, man. It's crazy. All right.
It might be the first time we've said boner on this show.
Boners.
Okay.
So, hey, speaking of boners, did you see what was going around on social media today? The viral video from the National Basketball Association.
Yes. This is our "What Are We Doing" clip of the day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Let's let everybody see it if you've missed this.
I honestly don't think there's any explanation needed, but this is perfect for the 69th episode spectacular. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
So just want to point that out.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen a pornography video, you may be familiar with what was going on there. I mean, it looked like the celebration of a joyous act. I guess.
I love your. If you've ever seen I don't know, pornography film.
Right. That was the idea. You just
I don't know. I don't watch the. I've never seen one, but if you've ever seen one, I can't we talk about like all the we were doing a show on conspiracy theories, and we were talking about the CPAC stage and how that was like a Nazi symbol, and like people were like, how could you not even know that was going to be viewed that way? And I'm like, how could you not know that when you're squirting things in people's face that people were going to pick up on that? Like, that can't be real.
Look at how happy this lady is to start. Look at her rubbing her hands together. Oh, there it is. You got it. Oh, there it is. And the music adds to it. It's like,
Look, our last show featured Cardi B, so it only makes sense that this be the most sexually liberating episode of Weekdays with Craig and Brad.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because that's all I've heard for the last 24 hours is since my one tweet went viral. It was oh, you're okay with racism, but you're not okay with sexual freedom.
Oh man,
and I was like, I don't. Or it was women's empowerment was one of the phrases and stuff. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but
this, let me, I love calling back to our comments because we read them all, right? The good, the bad, and everybody who hates us, right? This was amazing. And I see Colors of Gaming in the chat right now. And I want to pull this up there. Speaking on the Cardi B versus Dr. Seuss episode. Check it out. This is outstanding. It says Cardi B only promotes body positivity. Prove me wrong. Right?
Is that a joke?
Well, below, No Akesy says Cardi B was so positive about her body, she spent thousands to change it.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of like a self-burn immediately right there. Immediate regret. And colors because of giving nose just with the regret right there. Oh man.
Crazy. Yeah, I have watched so many conversations through my feed the last 24 hours. I cannot tell you how much my view on humanity has changed.
That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Colors of Gaming, did that make you feel bad when you saw it where you're like, oh, yeah.
I guess you're right.
Hey, look at this. Vilter Drecky picked up a Mr. Zucchini Dude t-shirt. He says, I'll wear this on the toilet. There you go, Vilter.
Woo, that's the place to wear it.
Oh, man.
There's no other place to wear it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's outstanding. This is great. Outstanding stuff. Hey, speaking of that episode, I was really thinking about this today because there's a lot of people in our comments talking about how like it is Cardi. They would much rather have Cardi B than Dr. Seuss. And like I said, this show is about conversation, right? Even though some people don't want us to have the conversation, they want to tell us how to think. That's fine. No, it's not. That's not fine. That's not fine at all.
Don't apologize. Apologist.
No, I'm not apologizing at all. That was
We're
dumb.
only 69 episodes in, okay? We got a little bit of ways to go.
But it was fascinating to see. I got to really thinking about this, right? And I was thinking to myself about these people who were so upset about Dr. Seuss and say he is a racist. And if you read this, you're exposing your youth to racism. And I thought to myself, these people, they've probably read Dr. Seuss before. And they're the least racist people we know, which is great. We know this now because these people pointing out the racism are the least racist and they read Dr. Seuss. So congratulations. And so their logic is so firm, it makes my heart.
Wait a minute on that theory. Are they the least racist or are they the most racist? Because if you're white, we covered this in the previous episodes with the Coke training and the white fragility book. If you are white, then you should know that you're racist. So they are the most racist.
See, but here's the thing. They're the ones. Oh, see. Okay, listen. Let's have look. Hal is calling it right now. No. I'm the least racist. I don't even read books. All right.
That's the goal. Okay. If we stop reading, we're all not racist. Got it.
That's right. There you go.
Okay.
The more you read, the more racist you become. Congratulations. Way to go.
I'm going to write that down.
Which once again proves their theory that the fact that they read them, I legit feel sorry for them that they had to be. They had to read that as a child and they were subjected to that. And now 18 years later, when they can finally use the internet and they're old enough and they're in their early 20s and think they know everything. Listen, I know that you're smart and I know you know everything. And I know you're the least racist of all of them, but you should still apologize for it. Apologize for having mama read you Dr. Seuss as a child. Apologize now. Sorry.
I will not be apologizing.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to them.
No, I
want them to apologize.
Yeah.
So.
No, you know who needs to apologize? I was just trying to find the tweet. That's why I was halfway listening. It was
Okay.
it was Kamala Harris had celebrated Dr. Seuss in the year 2017. So I'm just really upset that we have a racist in the Oval Office right now.
What are we doing?
Well, she tweeted it.
Mm.
Aren't we holding people accountable for their tweets? I thought that
know,
was the thing that we're doing.
I think that's the thing. Absolutely.
Okay.
When is our look? We had one president canceled already. you know?
I can't keep up.
Like, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? Man, look. What is this true? Zen Gamermax says, dude, I'm just bummed that Islands of Adventure in Florida might take a wrecking ball to the Dr. Seuss area. Are you serious?
Oh, that can't be real.
No way.
There's no way. Look, if they're gonna go that far with this whole Dr. Seuss thing, then they gotta remove the movies. They gotta remove every piece of the franchise. Like, that's absurdly insane if that's true. The argument, I'll just jump to this point because I've been waiting to make this point for a while. No, it's not real, is it? Evaluating. Okay.
What?
Look, here's the truth. Okay. You ready for some truth bombs, people?
Oh, no.
Universal these decisions are not based on their conscience. Okay. This is based on money. Okay. I don't know if you can handle this truth bomb or not, because people have been tweeting at me today going like, oh, if the publisher makes the decision to take away these books, and that's their decision if they've decided that. And I'm thinking, the publisher has made this decision now because everybody's talking about it. If the book was Cat in the Hat, the best-selling Dr. Seuss book ever, or Green Eggs and Ham, or Go Dog Go, all the staples, if they were those books that they know sell a certain amount every year, they would not be taking away Cat in the Hat. They would not be taking away Go Dog Go. And in the same sense, Universal is evaluating it because how much money does that space make in the park? Can we make more money if we replace it with something else? So quit pretending like these are corporate conscious, these are conscious decisions by the corporate greed of whether or not we can make a buck.
This is fascinating because here's the thing. Zen Gamermax just threw that out as a joke, joke in the chat. No joke. He said, I said, are you serious? He said, lol, no. I hope not. Just a thought.
Oh my gosh.
And then I pulled it up. You can literally see it. It happening. I didn't just wheel that into existence, did I? Oh,
wow.
Wow. This is the saddest thing. Okay, so let me read this really fast. I was reading that as you were talking. Seuss Landing continues to be very popular with our guests, and we value our relationship with Seuss Enterprises. We've removed the books from our shelves as they have asked, and we'll be evaluating our in-park experience too, a spokesperson said in a statement to EW, Entertainment Weekly. But our guests can plan to continue to be able to enjoy their favorite experiences at Seuss Landing. So I'm guessing that's okay. I'm guessing that's okay. I'm guessing it's safe right now, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They can't rush to those judgments.
Wow.
They've got to sit and they've got to talk with the board members and the stockholders and see what the best decision is.
Invader says, I saw one tweet that made a good point. Dr. Seuss Enterprises should release the 6 removed books for free with a warning. Problem is, they'd have to be serious about their virtue signaling to release those books for free. And yeah, what Brad said, there's no way in hell they'll stop publishing Cat in the Hat. Right, yeah. Of course.
And if you want to, I guarantee you, if you focus long enough on Cat in the Hat, you can find a problem with it. And we'll get there. Oh, believe me, we'll get there. And that's what's really frustrating is like these half-hearted attempts to appease these people shouting the loudest, right? Like I can admit what I saw yesterday with all the different things floating around about Cat in the Hat. He made some racist comics before Cat in the Hat existed, but we don't read those to our children, do we? Just in the same sense that people are like, well, we don't read Cardi B lyrics to our kids. No, you don't. And we don't read the racist parts, and we don't point out any sort of racial insensitivity I can't even say the words. I'm so worked
You're
up.
doing great, Brad.
And sensitivities in the illustrations is what I'm saying. So like the whole thing is just a big old, it's a let's see what we can get away with. And those are the people I feel like we need to pull them out and say, who's making these decisions? Let's cancel them.
No, we're not canceling anybody. I'm not.
Yes,
I don't want
we
to cancel
are.
any. No, be better than that, Brad. We're not going to cancel them. We're just going to ignore the canceling that happens.
You're going to cancel my children's books. I'm going to cancel you.
Oh, geez. Why don't you just cancel their children's books?
I don't know. Well, actually, that was sort of my thought was with all these corporations, if they're going to put these half-hearted attempts out there to connect with some community and they're not like Dr. Seuss Enterprise, okay, you want to pull 6 books? Fine. Are you going to now, where do those royalties go from all of those last 80 years, right? How are you going to divvy those out? How are you going to make it right besides just stopping publications, right? Aren't you serious about it?
What was the saying? It was Disney said it was wrong then and it's wrong now.
Yeah, same thing with Disney, right? You got to put that warning, Disney, on every single one that has something on it. If it's got a Confederate flag in the background, like that Johnny Cash scene on the Muppets, then you better put, that little warning on it.
It's funny. Colors of Gaming says it's pretty similar to people banning comics in the 50s or wanting people to get rid of the metal music in the 80s. It's just something that happens for a while and the cycle continues. But going off on like the 80s, because I remember this, right? You think about the people who wanted to ban these things in the 80s. And I think back to The Simpsons and the Maude Flanders character was always think of the children, right? And that's kind of the meme, right? Think of the children. And Maude Flanders and Ned Flanders are very conservative in their values on that show, right? It's the complete opposite though now that is asking for these things to be removed, right? It's think of the children on the complete opposite side, which is just fascinating. And it took 30 years for that to happen.
Yeah. What was once kind of square and conservative is now
Lovejoy, sorry.
Oh yeah. But what was once square and conservative is now punk rock. It's rock and roll. It's kind of like you're the edgy person that's going against the system now, right? And the rock and rollers or the idols that used to be against the man, in the 60s, and the protesters, they're all now like, no, just go with the flow, follow the government's lead and the corporate, companies and the big techs, and just go with it.
Right.
So it's just interesting to see it turn like that.
Right. It's legitimately a complete 180. It's fascinating. Let's get into the meat and potatoes tonight. We're already 28 minutes into the show. If you guys are tuning in right now, do me a favor on YouTube. Give this episode a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. That goes a long way in helping grow the channel, as well as leaving a comment. And we'll dance to the algorithm here in just a little bit. But first and foremost, if you guys could do that, that'd be really great. Just a thumbs up would go a long way. So thank you very much. And Larry does need more thumbs so we can just get Larry out of here.
Yeah, he's looking pretty creepy these days.
Fast approaching. By the way, I do want to remind everybody, if you're just popping in, we do have a brand new shirt available. It's the Mr. Zucchini Dude shirt available right now. There's only 18 of them left. You can pick it up over at streamlabs.com/CraigSkits, the #1/merch. You can see it right there. The Mr. Zucchini, the manliest manly vegetable man toy around, right there. Now with potato stabbing action, you can get this shirt. It's kind of a mock on the Mr. Potato Head embroglio or whatever it is we have going on. So go pick it up right now. There's only 18 of them left. So you can pick it up in any of these 5 colors and look sexy and wear it where you're on your potty, which is good. So
it's a pooping shirt. You only wear it when you go to the bathroom and then you take it off when you're done.
It's that pooping shirt.
Yeah, no. This is my poop shirt. It's a Mr. Zucchini exclusive from the Weekdays with Craig and Brad. You can show it to your friends. They'll think it's pretty cool.
Nice. If you guys are popping in, whether you're watching over on YouTube or on Twitch, greatly appreciate that. If you're watching over on Twitch, you have an extra Prime sub, throw it your buddies' ways. We'd really appreciate that. Help grow the show a little bit. Obviously, super chats, direct donations, and bits. We'll read those throughout the show as well. So thank you guys very much for any and all support you guys throw our way that way. Okay, let's get into the meat and potatoes and what I wanted to talk about tonight.
Hold up. Not meat and potatoes. We don't have potatoes on this show. We have zucchini.
Meat and zucchini on the show. There you go. There you go. I like it. Good call. Good call. Let's get into the meat and zucchini of the show. This is exciting. Not really, because this is I posted. I mentioned earlier how I'm taking these episodes, and I'll be chopping them up, and I'll post one or two clips throughout the day on the channel, so those who don't traditionally have a chance to watch the episodes can watch them or watch bits and pieces, and then maybe if they find it interesting, they can go watch the full episode later. But I did that today, and I posted a little video about a little clip that was about us talking about, as Texans, how we feel about the mask mandate and Texas opening up 100%. And the response has been wonderful.
Oh,
but a lot of really constructive comments towards us that have been really positive and enlightening.
okay.
Yeah. So I thought that I'd take a look at them, and that kind of goes back to the title of tonight's episode. Episode 69, Spectacular Hate Culture, because I think this is something that we've talked about Cardi B, we've talked about Dr. Seuss, we've talked about other cancellations on the show, but I think it's time to really start thinking about what cancel culture truly is. And in reality, and Brad, you're the one who said this, so I'll let you fire this out.
Well, I think cancel culture is really hate culture. I've come to this conclusion after the last 24 hours, because if you missed yesterday's show, what happened to me yesterday was I tweeted out a thing, and it went crazy. At this moment, it's had over 50,000 interaction, or it's had like over 2 million impressions, whatever. I've looked at the analytics, it's gone crazy. People have screenshotted it, put it on Facebook and other places. My friends are tagging me, hey, you're over here and stuff. So I tweeted this thing. A lot of people agreed with it, connected with it. Some people did not. And those people, that's been the adventure of a lifetime for the last 24 hours, to really soak into the wasteland of this void of hate, where I say something, a lot of people liked it, some people did not. And the people that did not like what I tweeted, and these are just words floating around in ones and zeros, took it upon themselves to find me on different social networks, tag me into groups to get people to come over and call me racist for whatever reason, even though the thing I tweeted, it wasn't even coming from, in my mind, anything about race at all.
That's the problem. It is, though.
I know that. I know. And look, I really felt like some straight on hate, like all of a sudden, like you say that, well, we're going to come find you. And then you have these like scary moments. And I touched on this last night, where you're like, oh my gosh, what have I done? Like, this was kind of cool for a moment, but now people are coming to find me. I got to set my privacy settings to be more private and make sure that they don't find family members or friends of mine or whatever. And luckily I work for myself, so I don't have to worry about anybody harassing my workplace and things like that. But all of a sudden you just feel all this hatred, even though a lot of people retweeted it with love and kind words and were just like, yeah, this is where we're at in society. I had so many people coming in from other directions saying like, you suck, F this and F that, you're racist, and you're an idiot. What any kind of hateful speech you could get, that was thrown at me from just a simple disagreement. Like,
this is pretty interesting. Look at what Omega Flare has to say. It says, great insight. It's not really cancel culture, it's hate culture. It's done by social terrorists. I've never actually heard that phrase before. Social terrorists. Like, I was just looking at, just looked online. It says the 3 types of terrorism: international, domestic, and transnational terrorism. Right? Those are like the FBI, terrorist, genres, right? But I've never heard the term social terrorism before until literally right now, terrorist. And I actually think that's a really great way to say it. You know, when you think like, what does a terrorist do? Right? A terrorist causes terror. That is literally what, you know, I mean, when
terror
you look,
and destruction.
Right. And that's really kind of what is happening. You know, I'm going to pull it up right here. Terrorist, a person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims. Or an adjective. That was the noun, an adjective. Unlawful using violence or intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. Right. So yeah, I mean it really, honestly, it lines up based off that. You talk about, you know, person who uses unlawful violence, whether it's physical violence or mental violence and intimidation, right? Especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. That literally is the perfect definition of what is happening with. I'm not even going to call it cancel culture anymore. Straight up hate culture. I think it's amazing. Yeah.
I think we should switch it. You know what? Let's switch the narrative. If you're going to be a part of that culture, that real, because really, here's what we've seen over the last week. We've felt this little cancel culture thing like creeping up on us over the years. And I was watching Cinderella tonight with my kids, and I was thinking about, you know, it kind of started with like the Disney princesses, where all of a sudden it wasn't okay to have a princess in a movie anymore. Maybe it was before then or something, but that's when I noticed it, when it was all of a sudden like, you know, oh, you can't have a princess in it. It keeps reinforcing this need that a woman needs a man. It's always the prince that comes and saves them. And I was thinking maybe it's spurred on from there. And then it has snowballed, but it just keeps getting worse and worse. And now it's like, if you do not agree, you're over, you know, like they will find you, and they will come at you. And I've experienced this now, you know. Here, let me read my tweet one more time. I said, isn't it great we live in a world where Cardi B's WAP can be a #1 hit song while 80-year-old children's books are being canceled? We finally got our priorities in order, haven't we? And when I tweeted that, it was basically just saying, I guess this is where we're at. You know, that's all I was really saying. And then I was getting people going like, oh, well, you know, I think I mentioned this already, but you know, oh, you're okay with racism, but you're not okay with women's empowerment. And I was like, that's not at all what I was saying, you know?
Right.
And all of a sudden people are showing up on my land, my social lands, trying to bring me down. It's creepy. What?
Yeah.
No, not yet. Jeez.
Look at this. This is a nice statement. It says, the Kawagawa says, I'm glad Craig has this podcast now to talk about these topics. Well, that's good. You're the one who thinks that. So congratulations. If you do like these conversations, like these topics, then consider spreading the word. Let people know this is happening. It's very important that you do. As we continue to grow, you know, right now on our channel, full disclosure, we're going through a tremendous churn, right? My channel was built around not this content. And when we switch to this content, we're seeing everybody who is here for the other content leave because they don't want to hear this stuff. They don't want to have conversation. So it's very important that you guys do spread the word about this, about this type of thing. Because at the end of the day, we understand that what we're talking about, YouTube traditionally doesn't want to hear. Right. So that's why it's very important that you guys spread the word about it. And like I said, we are going to be looking at other alt tech, different platforms and such to let you guys know about those things as well. So thank you very much. Love that. The Kawagawa. Let me get on to my thing real quick. This was pretty fascinating to me. You know, I've been producing content online for 15 years. This is my, you know, February 15th was my 15th year being on the internet. And this was a comment that was in the most recent little clip. I was talking about how I posted a clip of us talking about masks. And this was a comment that came in, and I felt like this was pretty fascinating to see. And I took the guy's name out because I don't want anybody to attack this person. That's the last thing that anybody wants to do. That is the dumbest idea, right? But I wanted to bring this up because I felt like this was a great conversation point. I included my response as well because it was kind of snarky, and I'm okay with that. He says, This channel to me is a clear case of never meet your heroes. Here I was happy that Craig got a YouTube channel. I have so many fond memories of the Screw Attack Forum podcast shows from back in 2007, 8, and 9. I guess I'll stick to the memories, right? And that's fine. I said, you never met me. Number one, you never met me. Number two, I'm sure if you did, we'd get along. Number three, don't be crazy, friend. We're going to be okay, right? But like, you know, what I really wanted to talk about was the idea that this person has a preconceived notion of who I am, right? I'm not a one-dimensional guy who's going to talk about your retro video games, right? I'm way more than the guy who read video game vaults or top 10s or, you know, I'm way more than that person. And I understand that you guys are those people who think like that, have this idea of you know, who I am, but I'm that person and much more. You know, I love talking about classic games. As a matter of fact, I have a brand new vault up on patreon.com/CraigSkits. You can watch us on Double Dragon. First one I've done in literally 8 years, and put that up and have a really fun time producing it. But the fact that you can be kind of pushed into a corner and said, this is how you're supposed to think is exactly how we got to this point. Exactly how we got to this point. The idea that if you don't think like me, then I have no use for you. I'm going to toss you to the corner. I don't need your nonsense because you're talking about something that I don't want to talk about. I don't want to hear your perspective.
Yeah. It's insanity.
Yes.
It's straight up insanity. I mean, I've gone through the same thing. I've touched it on the show here with people specifically connected to certain songs of mine that I've put out in the past. And I was telling you right before the show that I had a girl. I had this thing where I was thinking like, life is funny. I had a fan write me last week that said, you need to spend more time promoting your music and less time sharing your opinions. And then yesterday I shared my opinion on Twitter and it went crazy. And now everybody's promoting my brand for free. So like maybe she didn't need to tell me what to do because I kind of will just do what I want to do anyway.
Right. And I think that's, you know, really at the end of the day, like I've said this for years and I'll continue to say it. Like, I don't care how you think. I don't care. I don't care. I legit don't care. Just don't tell me how I should think. You know, if you like live your life to the absolute best, live your fullest, just don't tell me how I should live. You know,
find the common ground,
right?
Like we don't have to find what we don't like about each other. Find what you do like about each other and focus on that. I've got some buddies of mine that we don't agree on a ton of stuff, but we agree on 80s and 90s pop culture. And if we can talk about that forever and be best friends forever, you know, based just on that. We don't have to go down any other road. We don't have to, you know, just focus on what you know, what gets your juices going.
Yeah. Harold over here talking about get an alternative view of to come on the show. Yeah, I saw your comments and I think I actually responded back to you on Twitch, but thank you very much, Harold. Appreciate that. If I haven't, I've been meaning to. I thought I did. Speaking of Twitch, Rye Pat has subscribed, a brand new tier 1 sub. Loving that free flowing conversation. Love that. Thank you so much, Rye Pat. Greatly appreciate that. And Invader came in with 100 bits, which is awesome. Doubling the value of today's show, saying a site you could look into for content creation and meeting other content creators is, I guess the link was deleted. It says, or hell, start pushing Collaborator Club. Yeah, right. You have not heard the last of Collaborator Club, by the way. Collaborator Club will be coming back sooner than later, for sure. So thank you, Invader. Appreciate that. That's right. And Dindin says, I met Craig once. It was all slam ball on retro games. JK, none of that came up.
Yeah. But we, you know, back to what we were talking about, like there's this vultureness. That's how I felt like vultures were picking at me. And Tim Allen is in the news today. And they're coming after Tim Allen now. Buzz Lightyear, Santa Claus, Tim the Tool Man Taylor. He had apparently written in his book, he has a new book out where he said he liked Donald Trump because he got people He made people upset. He made them angry or something like that. And so now, like, I'm not even sharing my screen with you. But if you type in Tim Allen on Twitter, you'll see the attacks have already started. The first one comes from this guy, Don Winslow, who says, Tim Allen, convicted cocaine dealer, half a kilo, informant who sold out his friends, Disney star, and Trump supporter. Like,
all those are on the same level.
Yeah. Like, and they like, let the slander begin.
Here you go.
Right?
I got it right here. Man.
Yeah. Like it's not like even if you want to hold somebody against the wall because they've come out and said, I support Donald Trump. Like, he didn't even say that. He said, I liked Donald Trump for getting people like riled up, basically. You know, he stirred the pot, and that was a quality he liked about him or something. So this guy's he's like, all right, everybody, let's go. Here's our guy, Tim Allen. All right. Convicted cocaine dealer, informant who sold out his friends. And he says Disney star. He might as well say Buzz Lightyear from the popular kids cartoon movies, Toy Story 1 through 4.
That's right. That's right. Right.
And the worst of all, Trump supporter. Let's get him. Get your pitchforks, light them up, you know. Let's burn him down. And then, of course, Chris Evans is going to be the new voice of Buzz Lightyear, apparently, for the news show.
Well, it's a prequel.
Okay.
Yeah, that, like the whole idea of the new thing is that it's Buzz Lightyear before it's how he became Buzz Lightyear. So it's not like you know, he's taking over for Tim Allen. It's
okay.
So that's my understanding. So you know, but you know, it's funny because Tim Allen has already been canceled before. You know, he was canceled. He had one man standing.
Oh, right.
Last Man Standing.
Right.
And his show was literally canceled because it was the #1 show on TV and it was canceled. And then Fox came in and swooped it up, and it's still. I think it just ended. Maybe the show.
Yeah, I think recently he's going to do a show with Al Borland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's coming back with Al for some sort of Tool show. That's basically like Tool Time or something. But I think they like. I haven't looked into the concept. I saw a picture of it. There's just so much news coming at me. I can't retain it anymore. Look, just so we're clear, this is not a news information show. So we'll spit something out. And this is the information you need. Tim Allen is going to work with Steve Karn, right? Wasn't that the actor's name?
Yeah.
Al Borland. Right. Tim the Toolman Taylor and Al Borland are getting back together for some kind of show. I don't know. Look into it. That's how the news should sort of be at this point. I think you tune into any major news station, it should just sort of be like, you know, Joe Biden had a press conference today. Just go check it out.
Nick says, it's funny how people on two sides of the political spectrum can be friends. Tim Allen and Tom Hanks are two guys on separate sides of politics, but they're still civil and are best friends. Who'd have thought that? Well, listen,
can you believe it?
Here's the problem with that, Nick, is that Tim Allen is friends with Tom Hanks. And Tom Hanks is friends with Tim Allen. And Tim Allen likes Trump, so Tom Hanks has a friend who likes Trump. Cancel Tom Hanks now.
Yep. You just made me think of a game. You know the game, what is it? Six degrees from Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, 6
degrees from Kevin Bacon. We should do 6 degrees from canceling. from 6 degrees from hate culture, if we're going to swap the word cancel around. Right. Because you could do that at this point, you know? I thought about getting a bunch of Dr. Seuss books and just being like, okay, we picked out 6. Let's go through the rest of them. We can do it. Let's just, you know, like if we're going to pick out every little detail of our life, let's just, you know, scale it out to the whole world and let's just detonate the bomb. Let's just get it over with. Let's cancel it all.
Play that tomorrow?
What?
Maybe we'll play it tomorrow on the show.
You want to play
6 degrees of cancellation?
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's fine.
We'll do that tomorrow on the show, which is great.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
I love it. Well, we'll have to see who, you know, because like I said, it comes down to your relationships, right? And if you know anybody, if you've associated with anybody and they do something that's been canceled, then through hate culture, then there you go. I think it's just one of those things where it's time. Sorry, it's just the way it goes, and we'll let everybody eat each other alive. We'll go that way. So, yeah, man. Okay, cool. Well, do you got anything else? I feel like this we hit a lot of stuff.
So, I mean, this was just sort of a mixed bag of different sort of things themed around what's happening right now with the internet psyche.
Isn't that exactly what the show is, though? That's exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we sort of just. I mean, this is like a rerun at this point.
Yeah, every day.
Somebody's going to say it. You know, we need to spice it up.
Speaking of reruns, hey, do me a favor. I want to hear your thoughts on all the things we talked about, specifically why Tom Hanks should be canceled for being friends with Tim Allen, who at one time said he supported Donald Trump, or your favorite type of ice cream topping. It's now time for the algorithm.
I'm Al Gore, the voice of your generation. Young people today, let me ask you this. How can we party? The earth is so big. Can we party? I'm Al Gore, the voice of your generation. Party.
Hopefully you guys got it in on the comment section down below on youtube.com/CraigSkits. Do me a favor. Once again, if you've made it this far, you've watched this much of the episode, you might as well hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow, baby, and we can't do that without you. Let other people know who like to have conversation. That is what this show is about. Conversation based on observation. It comes to you every single day. We record every single night, Monday through Friday. Yeah, is it Monday through Friday now? Are we doing Monday through Friday?
I realized that at the top of the show when we were talking about it, I realized
we're doing Fridays. Oh shit.
We have to do Fridays. Yeah.
Maybe we won't do Fridays. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe we'll do Sunday through Thursday. Either way. Look, we're gonna come to you guys over on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate your support. Let's continue growing this bad boy, man. I'm loving everything about Vilter. Hey, I appreciate Vilter coming in to literally the last second of the show. The last second of the show and hosting us for
nice
viewer. Thank you so much.
You know
Bill.
what? It is what it is. Hey, why don't we feature the show, the shirt one more time? If you missed Mr. Zucchini Dude, if you watch the show and you enjoy it, you want to support us in some way and get a little something in return, check out our new shirt, Mr. Zucchini Dude, the manly alternative to Mr. Potato Head. And here he is in all his glory with fire and flames behind him and a bloody Mr. Potato Head on the floor.
Only 20 of them.
We're only got 20 of these. You can pick out any one of your shirts now. These are limited edition, and they're even more limited edition based on what color you pick out for yourself. So if you end up being the only person with a yellow Mr. Zucchini Dude shirt, then that is a one-of-a-kind piece of internet history right there for you. So
you probably get two. One to poop in and one to frame.
Yeah, you definitely, for sure. One to frame right next to the toilet. So you can wear one and then just look at it on the wall while you're doing what you need to do. All right,
love it. Okay, guys, well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Once again, we'll be posting various clips throughout the episodes throughout the day on the YouTube channel. So hopefully you guys have all your notifications turned on. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Is it what is today? Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow night, sometime around 8:30. Once again, you can join me over at twitch.tv/CraigSkits at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time when I'm playing Super Mario 35. I may be the best in the world at it. No, I'm not kidding. Come and join me. I'll see you guys later on. Have a good night, Brad.
See you, Craig.